We've got a filled arena here in downtown Los Angeles. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the defending NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Now it's the first game of the regular season. Chris, talk about what you expect to see this year in the league overall, the feel you think you're going to get.
Well, I think there's going to be two sides. It's a copycat league, so you're going to see some teams that are going to try to speed up the play. You're going to see some teams that try to increase three-pointers and decrease their mid-range jumpers. And then reality will set in, and then they'll have to kind of get back to playing regular basketball. And for some teams, it's just straight development. How can you develop your young players and get them along with maybe some veterans who are going to be transitioned out in the middle of the year? So right now for coaches, GMs, presidents, there's a lot of optimism, but there's also a lot of prodding and self-examination to see where they will be a year from now, as opposed to putting all their eggs in this season.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. DeRozan and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the 2. Now here's DeRozan. After the miss from AI. Chalk up 2 there.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
AI with the bucket. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside, Walker passes to Aldridge. Excellent defense there from AI.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Okay, 4 for 5 from the floor right now. Wasting no time getting this offense rolling.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 9 points for AI.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, Greg, I think the best approach is a solid motion offense, a lot of back cuts, ball movement side to side. Against a team with this kind of defense, good movement is always the key to breaking them down.
Here's AI. They get it back. Kuzma passes to AI. Goes up again. Knocks it loose.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had, Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game is Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year. And, you know, I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
And stolen by Murray. Poked away. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And AI throws it down.
And it almost feels...
Here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Pirtle. Here's AI. Pass the ball. Fires for 3. Here's AI. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And both free throws good for AI. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Murray kicks to Aldridge. The dish to DeRozan. Back to Aldridge. And it's AI with the rebound.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
And so it's San Antonio with it after the basket by the Lakers. The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Lakers in the lead. 7-foot shot. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Murray kicks to Walker. A pass to DeRozan. Over LeBron. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
AI. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 21 points for AI.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play the Lakers.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way. And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Kuzma. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Murray outside. Kicks to Aldridge. DeRozan in the corner. Goodson guarded by Kuzma. Aldridge misses. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now here's Murray, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
It's tipped and stolen by AI. The shot's good. AI's got 28 points for the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's DeRozan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James. Oh, great leaping ability. Such a advantage in this game of basketball, Chris, when you think about the bigs who can control that kind of part of their game. Who comes to mind for you?
You have to go out there to look at that man, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, he dunks, it looks like a Nerf hoop. He just throws it up there, the way that he gets up. How about Drummond, the way that he can get 20 rebounds in just a second? How quick he is at getting that second step and going back up. When I think of athletic big men, I think of Andre Drummond as one of the most athletic big men that I've ever seen in my time of playing basketball.
San Antonio making a switch here. Collinsworth is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chris, coach turnover. Happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperations. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. Here's Collinsworth following the basket by LeBron James. Just 3 to shoot. Jordan with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The shot misses. Murray with the defensive effort. Spurs trail by 15. Here's Goodson, and he banks in the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Spurs have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by James. DeRozan finds Aldridge. Tipped away. AI up top. And AI throws it down.
Solid at swiping the ball away. Ball is great at studying his man and anticipating his next move.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for this team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker, and he's been that and some.
And the Lakers with some changes. Ingram comes in for LeBron. And George Hill's subbed in for Ball. Collinsworth kicks to Marjanovic. Tomasevic. He's covered by Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Here's Goodson. Here's Marjanovic. Nice D from AI. Lakers leading by 17. And he's fouled pretty hard. On that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And both free throws good for AI. Spurs trail by 19. Tomasevic. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Collinsworth. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Marjanovic. 13 feet away. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, a very skilled finisher inside. Even with defenders close, he'll find a way to score.
Here's AI. A second chance effort. Misses at the rim. Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Goodson. He's guarded by AI. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Clayton. Here's Collinsworth. He's covered by Ingram. From beyond the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. AI's got 8 rebounds in this game. Off with the layup. Spurs trail by 17. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Clayton, the pass to Marjanovic. Tomasevic. Some solid defense from Ingram. The Lakers shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup. And the basket by Collinsworth. Collinsworth's got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. From 17 feet out. No good. Shot missing. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Here's Goodson. And the layup is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lakers leading by 13. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And stolen by Jordan. Took him no time at all on that one.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Here's Collinsworth. Knocked loose. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 36 points for AI.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Here's Goodson, and it's blocked. Ingram right side. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Slithering into the lane with such ease. I mean, when Ingram is aggressive, it forces the D to act.
The Lakers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Here's Collinsworth. The pass to Clayton. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Tomasevic. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
Nothing like 3 points right off the inbound and make that happen fast. Not sure the D was set up for it.
And so it's Los Angeles riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back right after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goal.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
They've got AI. Reed out there with George Hill. Then it's Jordan, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Here's Collinsworth. Down low. Pirtle kicks to Marjanovic. Passes it to Clayton. Here's Pirtle. The Lakers with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Collinsworth, the pass to Pirtle. Got a piece of it. Outside Hill. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded and you may have to take the family with you? So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city and players, members of the organization is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust, because that new team wants you and needs you badly.
Good insight. Here's Collinsworth following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Collinsworth kicks to Poeltl. Here's Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on that one. Kyle Kuzma's. Hart the pass to James. Lakers working the ball around now, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timely.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. And the call will be against George Hill. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a 2nd foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
Outside DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Here's Goodson. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Clayton, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
AI left side to the inside. Hart, no good.
It doesn't take much to impact his shot. I mean, even at point-blank range.
Back to Murray. Pass to Clayton. Feeds to Aldridge. Poked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Spurs now. DeRozan surveying the D. He kicks it to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. AI up top, and he's got 41. That one doesn't go. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Hill kicks to AI. There's 1:26 left here in the second. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Inside. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Los Angeles.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And the first one at the line is good.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
Lakers leading by 22. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Los Angeles, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. And both free throws good for AI. 50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Murray kicks to Aldridge. And stolen by James.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
Here's AI, and stolen by Murray. In transition, here come the Spurs. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
27 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's AI, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Nice numbers tonight at the free throw line, shooting 10 of 13. The first one falls. No good on the second free throw. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Out to DeRozan. To the inside. Here's Goodson, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. The shot, no good. And so it's Los Angeles, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you like and not like about how your team has played so far?
Not too many turnovers, but I think we've got a decent pace.
Thanks for your time, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now Murray. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. DeRozan and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. Then there's Murray. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard. Now here is Pirtle. Down low. It's tipped.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Look, he's driven him to this lead, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. They double him with James. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Spurs with possession here. Ball against DeRozan. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
AI and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul. And both free throws good for AI. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And they double up DeRozan. Murray outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Here's AI. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. They double him with LeBron. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his third foul so far. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Aldridge kicks to Murray. And a wide open look for Walker. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 23. AI in the post. Aldridge with some nice D. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Murray. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Free throw good, Murray. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's AI. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And that one misses. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And 11 points for Walker.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Ball. Murray the pass to Aldridge. Walker with it. He's got 11. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. Misses off the left iron.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
And the shot goes down. Kuzma's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Reedy's checked in for Los Angeles.
And let's check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding. First in three-point shooting, second in field goal percentage. And his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And you're right. Not only did he dial it up from deep all year, he did it with tremendous consistency. That's the kind of three-point efficiency you want. Now here's Walker. And stolen by LeBron. Kuzma kicks to AI. Ball dishes to AI. San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Walker's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Shoots over DeRozan. Second shot opportunity. AI, no good. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in. San Antonio making a switch here. Free throw, no good for Walker. Another shot. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Here's AI, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And both free throws good for AI. Spurs trail by 20. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Now here's Walker. He's got 15. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Reed. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Good on the second free throw. Here's Collinsworth. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic over AI. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The free throw drops for Marjanovic. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Lakers leading by 20. AI outside. Hurdle with the double team. AI. Here's Ingram. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And Ingram, he's still getting his weight up. And looking pretty strong that time.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken second overall back in 16. Was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Oh, just everything right about that crossover. Just didn't have anything left there for the finish.
And another one falls.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Tomasevic, he's covered by Ingram. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Here's Collinsworth. But they get it back. Tomasevic, he's covered by Ingram. Outside, Walker. From deep three-point range, and it's AI with the rebound. AI's, and it was Magic Johnson, Greg. You said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. The Spurs making a switch here. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. AI outside. Dellavedova kicks to AI. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. The pass to Clayton. Tomasevic. He's covered by Ingram. Passes to Clayton. Trying his luck deep. No good that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's AI. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. They double him with Jordan, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Collinsworth, the pass to Marjanovic. The Spurs working the ball around now. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 10. Lakers leading by 23. AI kicks to Dellavedova. Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
San Antonio's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. To the middle, here's Collinsworth, and it's blocked. Here's AI. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 69 points for AI.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pirtle, he is checked in for Marjanovic. Here's Ingram. Jordan, high post. Over Pirtle. Knocks it loose. Spurs shooting around 44% in this third quarter. Collinsworth, the pass to Pirtle. Makes it off the glass. Pirtle's got his first 2 points.
When Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Count it.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Collinsworth, defended by Dellavedova. Tomasevic, he's covered by Ingram. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Gets to the corner and buries it. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
Ingram spotting up and showing that that touch made him the second overall pick in 2016.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
And Los Angeles guys shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Here's AI. And another one falls. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Goodson, guarded by Jordan. The feed to Pirtle. No good on that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's AI. And the shot goes in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
So it's San Antonio now. Pass to Clayton. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. You look at AI, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Lonzo Ball doing just as much. He's another guy that knows how to get the ball to his teammates, Clark, in places that make them successful.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T. And checking out the stats for AI. Great showing for him last season. And over 5.5 blocks. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive juggernaut. I mean, he can just beat you in so many ways. You got to give it up for him.
James checked in for Los Angeles. Hill comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for San Antonio. AI, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Murray against Ingram. Murray right side. Pass to Collinsworth. And a miss there on the triple.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Fires from the wing. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
side for Murray. And he's good on the 3-ball. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Hill over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Back to AI. He feeds it to Ingram. AI dishes to Ingram. And the layup's good off the glass. Ingram's got 9.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Good, and the assist goes to James. Hill's got his first basket of the night.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Feeds it to Pirtle. Ingram against Murray. The pass to Collinsworth. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Collinsworth's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so it's Los Angeles out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got AI. George Hill out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Hollins in at the 3 at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And it's denied. Here's the break. Here's Goodson. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Hill passes to AI. Kicks to Hollins. Back to AI. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. C-Webb, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you are young and you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team and I make you a center and I pull you to one end and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same. And I believe that coaches should teach great skill set, shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime you crack the 20 mark in rebounds, it's a special night.
Here's Goodson. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. AI. And good. He hits it again.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Yep, it counts.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
Lakers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. AI's got 6 here in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
To the inside, here's Sykes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. See, Webb, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places they just aren't at the park dunking and or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't. And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. And Marjanovic with the slam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
AI in the post, guarded by Marjanovic. Here's Sykes. A rebound by the Lakers. Passes it to AI. Comes up empty down low.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. The Spurs have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Pass to Ramos. Marjanovic with it. He's guarded by Hill. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his third foul so far. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. DeRozan finds Marjanovic. That one good for 2. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And AI throws it down.
A big night for him. Most points in the game, and they just cannot figure out a way to stop him.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Look, high percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
Marjanovic has gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vladi or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Well said. No good there. Great D that time from AI. Pass to Reed. Back to AI. And another one. That's 91. An incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
There's the pass to Marjanovic. 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. It's good.
Well, it makes him a lot more effective when his mid-range shot is dropping.
Lakers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Lakers. Ramos. He's guarded by Hill. Knocked loose. Back to Marjanovic. Spurs passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Ramos. Pulls up on the wing. Up again. And another shot. And Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on the mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders, the Ben Wallaces, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or is a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. Ingram, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Sykes, Reed covering, kicks it to DeRozan. Banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Ramos. Reed covering. Reed with the steal. Pass to AI. No good. Shot missing. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. On the wing, DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
AI with it. Marjanovic on him. Here's AI. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Last season, C-Web, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect in your opinion so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room, that if you're a player and you're hurt, or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it and definitely manage your body the way that a coach should. But I don't think that this should be something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest in. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent. But I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue, because it was getting out of hand, resting players, especially on national televised games. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight, and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to do, and he's taking me to the game and you don't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a big deal.
That's sad. Lakers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And that one's good by LeBron.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Stolen by Ball. He kicks it to AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Now the feed to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Spurs shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. And Walker kicks to DeRozan. Back to Walker. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're acting a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side? Right. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Bertles checked in.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent. If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Sykes, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. AI outside, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Webb, and not divided by conference. The NBA should consider giving out separate awards, you know, for the East and the West.
You know, Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams in conferences.
Good perspective. Barkley, he's checked in for San Antonio. And he makes the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And San Antonio shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Inside. And the pass to Clayton. Shoots over ball. Here's Marjanovic. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for AS.
That
Jumped out of the gym.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
And ball comes to help. Pass to Barkley. Down low. Marjanovic. Second shot opportunity. That one doesn't drop. Great defense that time from AI. It's Ingram on the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Passes to Barkley. Plenty of space. He gets that one.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. AI with the bucket.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Nine feet out. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.
No, I'm pretty sure this one's going on my highlight reel, guys. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Great game, guys.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hi, this is Shaq. I liked your Russell Westbrook impersonation tonight. When did you first realize that you were getting close to that triple-double?
You know, I guess it's, I realized I was close when they announced that I had one. I mean, it's cool. I'm never going to be that kind of dude who starts pushing teammates out the way. I just try to get like 10 rebounds or something. I actually dislike triple doubles. You know, it invites people to focus on that feat instead of looking at everything else that happened in the game. I think the fans are a little savvier than that one, you know?
Ernie, did he say he dislikes triple doubles? This kid is different. Back to you, Ernie.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got the entire new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.
Here you go.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake City. And for Utah, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing till you.
Give him the biz tonight, man.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss to Phoenix and just couldn't finish strong. They took a 4-point loss in that one.
And you know what? They played well, but just not well enough. And close games really test where your team is at.
You know, Greg, that's a great point. They just didn't have enough to flip that last switch, and losses like that stick with you for some time.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Well, tonight a battle between two very talented front courts, Doris. This could get pretty physical.
Well, this is a night, Kevin, to me, where the officials could dictate the level of physicality. They know that both teams have big, burly guys up front, that these guys like to engage physically, and so how is the game officiated? Particularly at the start, that could set the tone for what could be a cage match.
Personally, do you like those kind of games, Doris?
I like a certain level of physicality, Kevin. I do think that we've cleaned up the perimeter game. I think officiating is such a nuanced deal that the best officials understand innately how something should be called.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart, and it's AI in at the 5 down low. And the Lakers with possession here. Tipped away. Kuzma kicks to AI. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Now, here's AI. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. Shot clock at 3. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Out to the right wing. Here's Rubio. Misses the 3. Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Stolen by Ball. Kicks it out to James. Here's Hart. Good D by Mitchell.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Outer dishes to Mitchell. Passes it to Rubio. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. That shot wide open. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range, making great use of what the defense is giving him.
AI outside. Inside. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. He's got 8. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And Ball comes to help. And Gobert kicks to Ojale. Rubio the pass to Gobert. The kick out to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ojale. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. First trip to the line for him here. That one is off. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Los Angeles. Doris, you've covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. And I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
They've got Ellenson, and it's Brock in at point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And both free throws good for AI. Utah trailing here. To the inside, Ellenson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, the rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam Mitchell, when he first arrived in the league, they taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have to have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin?
AI with it. And Ellenson pulls it down.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
And Utah turns it over again.
And let's look at the numbers here for Brandon Ingram. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 6 points a game last season. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I think he's been pressing a little bit too much, Greg. He just needs to relax and let the game come to him.
Here's Coleman. 17 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Now, here's AI. He's tightly guarded. And that one, good. AI's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Pass to Ingram. AI kicks to Dellavedova. Now, here's AI. He's tightly guarded, and that one's good. Ingram.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Shoots from the corner, and Utah again with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's AI. 13 points in the game. Tries it from 9. Poked loose. Stolen by Ellenson. Puts it up from 17. Here's Brasino. He's covered by Ingram. Ellenson with a wide open look. And the Jazz another 3.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Back to AI. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Ellenson. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, you know, sometimes your gut tells you to take a shot at the pick, and then big move to keep the pressure on.
And stolen by AI. Ingram kicks to AI. A putback. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his third foul so far. For Utah, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. There's the pass to Coleman. And the wide open shot from Crowder. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
In the corner, Reed with it. Here's AI. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Utah calls timeout. With the analysis of defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
And here is Los Angeles now. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Sacramento Kings.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
AI fades away. Utah with the rebound. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So what you look for in the first game, 1, does one team make a statement? And 2, how does the other team react to that?
Stolen by Ellenson. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Ellenson with it, working on AI. Pass to Coleman. Brock, defended by Dellavedova. 4 on the clock. Count that one. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Now, here's AI. That one goes. Count it. Ingram's got his second basket.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. Just an incredible number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
I think that's the kind of game that carries over, and he'll have every chance to do it because I've got to believe he's their #1 option.
And the Jazz making a change here. Ojale is checked in, and then for Los Angeles. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Matthew Dellavedova. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. The Lakers with the ball. Lakers trail by 5. Sankovic. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now, here's Rubio. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. Here's Mitchell. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Mitchell's got 7.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Lakers working the ball around now. AI, no good. Jazz leading by 5. Pass to Coleman. Launches a 3. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Now, here's AI. He's got 18. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. AI's got 20.
Boy, the defense was in perfect position, but it simply didn't matter. He's just too skilled, too good.
And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lakers trail by 9.
Well, Jay Crowder, a versatile forward to me who fits in so well with this team. He can hit threes. He can match up well on the defensive end. This is a player who has a bigger impact than his stats might indicate.
Rubio, the pass to Ojala.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Crowder. The Lakers also with the sub. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Now, here's Rubio. Sweet little floater. Rubio's got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz. You know, with Crowder, it's his physicality, Doris, that establishes his presence on the floor.
Right. He is able to match up with rugged offensive players. This guy is strong enough to guard multiple positions, and even if his shot isn't falling, he can make an impact on the floor.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Mitchell right side. Goes up the baseline. That shot no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one. And the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Here's Rubio following the bucket by the Lakers. Coleman gets the bucket.
Boy, his shot looks so much more fluid this quarter, hitting at a much better clip.
Lakers trail by 7. AI with it. Guarded now by Rubio. AI. Here's LeBron. Rubio with the rebound. Utah's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Gobert. And he can't jam it through. Lakers shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's AI. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight, and the first one drops. Doors when the light finally goes on for a young guy. So fun to watch. Younger players who've got all the talent and all the world right in front of them, but yet haven't put it all together just quite yet.
It's amazing to me how quickly we can give up on a young guy who maybe doesn't find success right out of the gate. But the reality is you have to remember, player development is the lifeblood of this league, maybe now more than ever with the current state of the salary cap. So a little patience as a fan base goes a long, long way.
Mm-hmm. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Lakers trail by 7. With some arc. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. You look at AI. Fierce inside defender. Tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, Rudy Gobert right there behind him. He can also get after it. Such a great shot blocker.
And when either of those guys are on the floor, that low post defense is immediately something their teammates don't have to worry about. That's a very comforting feeling.
Here's Coleman. 11 points in the game. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's James missing. Utah leading by 5. Pass to Coleman. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. 5 on the clock. Here's Rubio. A three-pointer, no good. Lakers trail by 5. Inside. Here's AI. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Baseline jumper. Good. He hits the jump shot. Coleman's got 13 points now in the quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Here's AI. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. The Jazz have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. First one falls for him. George Hill's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And so he hits both. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Lakers. 9-point game. Hart the pass to AI. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. He gets it in there. Gobert's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Jazz.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Los Angeles, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. That free throw, no good.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Mitchell up top. Jacks up a 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Utah Jazz in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so it's the Lakers with it, trailing here by 8. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Hart is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's AI in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's AI. Count it. AI's got the first basket of the second half here for Los Angeles.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Ojale kicks to Mitchell. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. And that's 15 points for Rudy Gobert.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Utah with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Ball comes to help. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. Back to Mitchell. Now the pass to Gobert. To the inside.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's Ogilvy, guarded by Kuzma. Ogilvy kicks to Rubio. He dishes it to Crowder. Oh, that's blocked. Here's AI. And he makes that one. AI's got 38 points.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Rubio finds Gobert. Back to Rubio. Down low. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. AI with it. Gobert on him. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Utah leading by 5. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
So it's Utah now. And Gobert kicks to Crowder. The Jazz working the ball around now. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Crowder goes in, and it's blocked. AI in the post, defended by Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one. Utah leading by 4.
Well, obviously, Rudy Gobert sets himself apart on the defensive end. I once had a coach tell me, Rudy Gobert is a defense unto himself. The shot blocking, the shot altering, and one of the best rebounders in the game.
Puts it up from 7. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Rubio against Ball. Now, here's Rubio. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Crowder, and the Jazz. Another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, I think during this timeout, they've got to talk about ways to deny the basketball to him. That's the key, because when he gets it, chances are he's going to score.
Taking a look at some stats for Kuzma, how he performed last season. Averaged 7 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Agreed. A lot of guys in this league would be very happy with that stat line, but this guy is the real deal. He is built for more.
Now, here's Rubio. They double him with James. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Rubio against Ball. Clock at 6. Here's Gobert. Some solid defense there from AI. Lakers trail by 8. On the wing, James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers #1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes. And, you know, he may finally be rounding into form after what's been a tough game for him at the line prior to this trip.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Ingram comes in for James. And it's Reed in for Hart.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Lakers trail by 8. AI outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. AI's got 44.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
To the middle, here's Brock. And the shot goes in.
Well, I think you have to appreciate how Jay Crowder sees the floor. This guy is an unselfish player who wants to get his teammates involved.
AI, and the basket is good.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And Utah making a change here. Brusino's checked in. Hill, he's checked in for Los Angeles. A nice shot by Ellenson.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Back to AI. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Coleman's checked in for Utah. Free throw good, AI. Utah leading by 4. Brock, he's guarded by Hill. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, you know, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
For Utah, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And the shot is good. 11 points for Henry Ellenson.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
AI passes to Ingram, lays it up and banks it in.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Pass to Brock. Here's Coleman. He's got 17. Passes it to Brusino. Fires for 3. And Utah another 3.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Kicks it to Ellenson. Inside from the stripe. Rebounded by the Lakers. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. And AI throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Utah leading by 5. Pass to Ojale. Here's Coleman. Guarded by Jordan. Coleman gets the bucket.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
AI outside to the paint. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
To the inside, and stolen by AI. A nice shot by Ellenson. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 7-point differential. AI outside. Out to Ingram. Sankovic gets the three-pointer to fall. 7 points in the game.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Ojale. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Good on the bucket. Racino's got 12 points in the game.
Well, improving his passing over the years. This is what you like to see from Rudy Gobert. Add a wrinkle or two in the offseason.
It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from AI.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The pass to Ellenson. Jazz passing it around to the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Inside, Sankovic. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Utah's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
The Jazz making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. Count it. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
The kick out to Hill. Pass to AI. 9 feet out. And another one falls. Amazing. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Gobert's got 19 points. Lakers trail by 4. AI outside. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
Passes it to Coleman. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brusino. Here's Gobert. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
I tell you, increasingly able to contribute on the offensive end. And that's a problem. Rudy Gobert doing work.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Pass to Hart. Now LeBron. The shot will not fall.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Ellenson is out there with Gobert. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Brusino in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. AI outside, down low. He's looking for James and finds him. And it's AI missing, but they'll get another chance. Jazz leading by 8. And there's the pass to Brusino. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Pass to Coleman. Ripped away. And here comes the break. Here's AI. And good. He hits it again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
It's tipped. And it's the Lakers on the break. Hill leading the charge. Rubio with the rebound. Utah shooting a superb 63% from the field. Rosino the pass to Ellenson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the paint. AI outside. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Rosino the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, what a game. A dominant game from the big man. Rudy Gobert is a force right now in the middle.
Timeout called the Lakers. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's AI. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
With the second effort, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now it's a 12-point Utah lead. AI outside. Ball kicks to AI. Inside. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by AI. AI's got 6 assists in the game. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Utah. They host the Clippers after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Nice ball movement by Utah. Passes it to Crowder. And too long on the shot.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Sunday, the Los Angeles Clippers will come into town. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Rubio right side. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see.
Ojale is checked in for Utah. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. AI outside. Shoots from 8. The shot, no good. And it's Utah the other way.
You know, they're trying to battle back, but he's missing shots this period.
Mitchell gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Boy, nothing you can do about that. Mitchell is just simply that good, converting over aggressive defense.
Here's AI. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Crowder from outside. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Here's AI. Ogilvy grabs the rebound. Ogilvy's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
Floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's a vicious assault on the rim by LeBron. Incredibly accomplished dunker who's still got plenty of bounce in his step.
Mitchell wide open. And the Jazz another 3.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Right. If you want to get back in the game, you simply can't afford to let long-range shooters get comfortable.
Challenging the shot has almost the same effect as blocking it.
No doubt, especially when the shooter knows that a defender is draped all over him. That kind of activity alters shots.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Henry Ellison's checked in for Rudy Gobert.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
Free throw good, AI. The G League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced 2-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it a official minor league at this point, you think?
I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a 2-way player in Quinn Cook, who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. Crowder kicks to Ellenson. Off target from outside.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
AI can't hit.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Releases from 15, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 6 points for Ricky Rubio.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game. Typically, Rubio's on the passing end of it. Not this time.
LeBron outside. Back to AI. Stolen by Rubio. Ogilvy passes to Rubio. Outside Crowder. Mitchell outside. And there's the foul.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 16, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant, but Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability—
It's an interesting way to put it. He's skinny.
Okay, he's a little skinny.
Thank you, Ernie. His shooting efficiency is a work in progress, but he has the length to impact all areas of the game.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for